Right, folks, I have a prediction for you. In 3 years, 50% of tattoo studios will either be closed or on the brink of closing. Those studios that haven't quite closed but are on the brink are going to be scraping a living, making not a great deal of money, trying to get as many clients as they possibly can and not doing the greatest job. They're going to be scraping a living to the point where they're going to be saying, cannot live like this anymore. I have to close my business. Now, I say that, and I say that with knowledge of 16 years in the industry. Why do I say that? Well, look, those studios that don't have what I call a growth engine are going to face some serious challenges when the algorithms start to change the way that Facebook and Instagram and TikTok have them planned to change. When the algorithm changes, you're going to see serious cash flow crashes. And that's what's going to lead to studios closing the doors and massively struggling. The algorithm is a ticking time bomb. I know you can feel this. I know you see the algorithm changing, and I know you see your posts starting to struggle where before they used to boom. So I'm telling people, growth engine is absolutely essential to studios to make sure that they are not one of the studios that closes or struggles. A growth engine allows you to clean your own client data and use that. And if you don't use your client data and you're not owning it to get the maximum efficiency and the maximum profit out of it, you're playing a losing game. Let me talk you through why I think this. First of all, my name's Alex Williams, and I've been in the industry for 16 years now, and I got into the industry just as it was booming. And so I saw this massive growth that the tattoo industry underwent. And the majority of tattoo artists, as the industry was booming, so was social media. So Facebook was fairly brand new as the industry boomed, then Instagram came along, and then TikTok. And each time one of these new sources of social media came along, there was an extra boom where artists were using it to their benefit. And the most artists really had to do was post some photographs and videos of their work, and the work came in. That's not the case anymore. Now, over 16 years, I've run multiple successful studios. I've trained some world-class tattoo artists, so I know what it means to have genuinely great artists bringing in great work, and I know what it is to have really high-quality artists struggling to bring in work. I've worked with studios over the last 2 years solidly to help them figure out why they are actually struggling when they're very, very talented people in those studios. And over that time, I've created systems and processes that help studios to succeed. The system that I've come around to now is called a growth engine. And I've pieced this together over 2 years and working out what's working for all of the studios and what way of you using the data and the clients that you have in your business to your advantage. Now, me, myself, my life has changed an awful lot since I started tattooing. I was young and single when I started tattooing. Since then, I've had a family, I have children, and my priorities in my business changed. So the systems that I had in place had to change with me. Systems that I teach people aren't necessarily focused on one type of shop. They are focused on the tattoo business as a whole, and they allow you to structure and create a growth engine that works for you the way that you need it to work. So if you want a good work-life balance, the growth engine will work for you in the way that you need it. If you're dedicated to work and you get to spend an awful lot of time pushing your business, the growth engine will work with you and help you scale the way that you want. That's why I've put this together the way that I have. Now, I want to talk about why the old way of posting and tattooing and running your tattoo business is dead. More shops out there are still operating like it's 2014. Now, you tell me if this is how your day works. You post your tattoos on Facebook and Instagram, and you kind of just hope that the algorithm gets a grip of one of them and people see it, like it, and then they get in touch with you and book in. You're hoping that Facebook and Instagram are going to allow the world to see your work, which is no way to work your business. You don't have any real client data. You'll tattoo a client, and the follow-up after the tattoo is super limited, so you're basically relying on those people to get back in touch with you when they're ready. Because you 1 month, you're dead the next. You can't guarantee that your weeks are actually filled out the way that you want them with the clients that you want. There's no real stability. You're kind of just using your old systems, your old techniques of posting online and hitting and hoping. Does that sound familiar? Because that is what 95% of the people that I work with are still doing. And they're wondering why the businesses are starting to struggle. Well, look, time is up on that process. You cannot use those processes anymore and expect to still have a successful business in the industry. The industry shifted now, and posting and praying, it's just not enough anymore. People cannot do that. Hope to compete against the new tattoo artists who are coming through. Now, the competition isn't always better as far as your work is concerned. You can be an incredibly talented tattoo artist. I know some world-class tattoo artists who are struggling. It's not about how good your work is. Your competition isn't always better, but it is smart. Your competition is more aware of how to use social media. These are younger people coming through who've grown up with social media and know how to make it work for them as a business. These are people who can dedicate more time purely to their business. They don't have families and everything that comes with. These are people who can dedicate their time to their business in a way that some can't. I have a family outside of work I want to spend time with. A lot of people do. And if you would like to have a good work-life balance, then these people who know what the social media systems are like, they know how to make these things work on their behalf, and they have more time to dedicate to it. They've evolved beyond what you can physically evolve beyond. So now the industry is about specific systems, putting systems into place that keep your chair full automatically. And that's where the growth engine comes in. So to hit consistent 10 to 15K months, you need your own growth engine. And what is a growth engine? I know that you're asking that. So let's have a little talk about what the growth engine actually is to you. Imagine running your tattoo studio without an engine. You're just hoping that people are walking in the door, or that your latest Instagram post might catch a little bit of love, and that people are going to walk in based on your last post. You're hoping that Facebook and Instagram's algorithms are magically going to bring you bookings. Look, that's like driving a car with no petrol and no wheels. It's going to be slow, it's going to be unreliable, and it's exhausting. You do not know if things are going to work out. This engine is your business's powertrain. This is going to be a system that catches every single potential client, then it nurtures them, and it keeps your diary full automatically. It provides a system and a service that makes your clients feel wanted and makes them realize that you are the artist that they want to book in with. It's the difference between taking bookings every single day, having a steady, predictable flow of clients you want, hoping that Facebook and Instagram do you a favor. Growth engine is stuck on a hamster wheel. You're just turning and turning, and there's no forward movement. With one, you're driving a turbocharged machine, and it's smooth and efficient, and it's built to scale as your business grows. That's what this is going to offer you. Your tattoo business should run like a machine, where every single part of the business works together, and it brings in clients and builds your brand, and it grows your studio while you're asleep. The systems should be taking care of everything on your behalf that you know that they can take care of, and growing your business organically. So what powers the engine? Well, look, first of all, number one is targeted marketing. Bringing in your ideal clients, not just any client, but a client that are catered to you, your style of artwork, and what you actually want. The growth engine teaches you how to target people. Number two, CFD, or how I say it, client fucking data. This is about owning your data, owning your clients and your leads, and not renting them from Facebook or Instagram. It's making sure that the people that have passed through your business are nurtured, retained, and serviced so that they keep coming back. Number three is automations and CRM. When you put in place automations, all of your work is taken care of by the systems that run in the background of your business, while CRM, or customer relations management system, is taking care of your bookings while you work. This is something that your clients fed through in a way that is palatable to them and they feel comfortable and happy with, and they're put into your diary in a way that you want them to put in the ideal client every time. Number four, retentions and reactivations. These are clients for life. Not targeting a client, watching them walk out of the door and hoping that they like you enough to come back. This is nurturing your clients and retaining them and bringing them back in every single time they think of having a tattoo. They think of you first, nobody else. Without this, you're just spinning in wheels. You're not going anywhere. So the whole point of a growth engine is to make sure that those four things drive your business massively. With this, you're running a real business. You're not just a tattoo studio, you're a tattoo business. You're not just a busy calendar. You are a smooth, efficient, world-class crafted business. That's how this is going to make it work for you. So let's break down what the growth engine actually does. When we use the growth engine model, first of all, you look at client fucking data, or CFD, as we spoke about earlier. And the first stage of that is to attract people. Now, this is where you do use Facebook and Instagram to attract people to your business. Using Facebook and Instagram as a tool, creating ads that attract the right people, and putting content out there that makes sure that your target market you're aiming for are the people who are actually coming to you. Once you've attracted them, you're going to capture those people. Once you capture those people's data, you're going to use that data to nurture them and convert that data into clients. That's the third stage. Once you convert those people using value and nurturing them with the value that they want, they will follow and fill your diary. It's a very simple process, but the systems that are put into place behind it are the things that are going to make your life easier because they're doing this while you're asleep and while you're working. Automated systems take care of this process on your behalf. And the growth engine shows you how to put that structure into place to make sure that you're maximizing the amount of time that those clients are being dealt with by systems and maximizing the amount of hits out of 100 that you get into your diary. Growth engine system builds a pipeline of dream clients. It builds a calendar that fills weeks in advance with very little input from you. And it builds a business that doesn't die when the algorithm fucks around. When the algorithm decides that, no, I don't want to play today, your business still thrives because you move away from the algorithm and you build your own algorithm within your business. The growth engine ends up being your own algorithm, not Facebook and Instagram. You're moving away from that and creating an organically growing system that your business relies on as opposed to relying on someone else's business. This isn't theory. This is already working. I've been working with people for the last few years and I've showed them how to implement the stages of this growth engine. I've taken studios that have opened brand new, so have a very small client base and were struggling for business, and I've gotten them to sign up 54 potential new warm clients in 2 days. You think about it. If you put one Facebook post out there and got 254 potential new clients out of that, would you think that was a good post? Well, we managed that in 2 days, and over the course of a month, that same person got 500. That's what a growth engine does. It brings people to your business. We've recently just had another client who brought in 241 within 5 days. Growth engine is a powerful tool that uses Instagram and Facebook and puts the right systems in place to bring people into your database. I have clients who absolutely hate social media, do not love it at all, do not like posting, think it's quite cringe. So I showed them how to build a growth engine off the back of the business that said, use social media sparingly and use these specific techniques as part of the growth engine to fill your client database and work from them. I've spoken to those clients over the last couple of weeks, and they are saying that their diary is now filling up very, very nicely. The growth engine helps businesses boom. That's how this works. Over the last 10 years, I've helped tattoo studios in the UK scale up and build 6-figure businesses. No fluff, no smoke and mirrors, just simple techniques that tattoo studios haven't been taught because they have no business background. So these are world-class quality marketing promotional techniques and systems that are put into place to help tattoo studios so that they understand what they're doing. So if you're honest with yourself and you say, I've never really been trained in business, well, this is something, a growth engine, that I've worked with people for all of these years to build and show them how to use this thing on Facebook and Instagram to grow their business organically rather than just hitting home. It's giving you the knowledge. Turn your tattoo business into an actual world-class business that does tattoo. And that's why I built the growth engine. It's a system that's going to capture 100% of your client contacts, and it's going to turn casual lookers into loyal fans who keep your diary full month after month. They'll want to keep coming back to you because you offer them value and you nurture them and you make them feel like you're the only studio for them. When I say client fucking data, I'm on your client list. That's the fuel powering your entire business. It's the gold in your gold mine. You go down there, you've got to chip away, you've got to mine that gold. And that's what your data is. The richest, most powerful companies in the world are tech companies that harvest data. The richest men in the world are data mining geniuses. Facebook, Instagram, X, whichever business it is, data is the new oil. So your client data is the most valuable thing that you have. And the system, the growth engine, teaches you how to use that to maximize your sales. The system that I put into place created a £250,000 a year tattoo studio. My business and more money now than it's ever earned per day, just simply for the fact that my systems and my growth engine give me the clients that I need when I need them, and I have an incredible work-life balance as a result. So if you're in a tattoo studio that's stopping chasing bookings from Facebook and Instagram and it starts owning the demand and using the systems that are at your hands, not someone else's, you need a growth edge. Most people ask me, how long does this take? It sounds like a very long deal. Well, no, it's not. Depending on how hard you're willing to work, it takes maybe 1 to 5 hours a week to set up a good quality growth engine. And this depends on how far down the road that you already are with the systems that you have in place. Once it's set up, the systems run in the background. Once those systems are running, actual admin over your diary should be between 30 to 45 minutes a week. That little. I used to do 10 times that messaging people on Instagram and Facebook and TikTok. Now, 30 to 45 minutes is a pretty busy week for me. Clients get booked in using a growth engine without you lifting a finger because you're targeting the right client, bringing them into your system the way that you need them to be brought in, nurturing them, and then getting them to book with you again using your system. It's not about working harder these days. It's about working smart. That's what good quality businesses are doing. Now, I want to talk about the course. This course is not for everyone. Been teaching this for quite a while, so I want to explain who this is for. This system's for tattoo studio owners who are just tired of guessing, who've been doing the same thing for over a decade, posting online, and things just don't seem to be working anymore. Tattoo studio artists who want to actually take control of the business and not feel like the business is in someone else's hands. This system's for artists who want systems, not stress. Artists who want systems that take care of a lot of the admin and a lot of the booking on their behalf, so that they can spend more time with their family and friends and relaxing, because this is a high-stress industry, as we all know. This system is for people who want a smooth, consistent, professional setup that they can call a tattoo business, not a tattoo studio. And this system is for people who understand that to get where they need to be, it's going to require hard work. A few months of serious hard work to set you up for the rest of your life. This system is not for people who are complainers, or excuse makers, or people who want to wing it. Fuck those people. When I hear people making excuses, and I know for a fact they're excuses, rather than them saying to me, look, I just can't be bothered, it makes me say, I do not want to work with you. So I'd rather those people didn't bother in advance. If you're not willing to put the work in, this isn't the right course for you. Do not like express makers, and I do not like people who just want to wing it. This is for people who are serious about turning their business around and making their business something robust. This is not for the I don't have time types. I said to people not long ago, if you don't have time to change your business, then you need to change your business. If your business doesn't allow you time to do essential things to make it better, then your business is being run very badly. So I do not want people who say, I don't have time on this course. If you're dedicated to saying, I will make the time to turn my business into something incredible, this course is for you. If you don't, and you just do not have the time, it's for you. This course is not for anyone who's just slinging the DMs with no plan whatsoever for their business. You need to be somebody who is Herman, turn your business into something and be a manager, not just a tattoo artist. If you just want to do tattoos and you can't be bothered to do anything outside of that, this isn't for you. This is people who say, no, I understand that a part of my week is managing my business and making sure it runs super smooth and super professionally. If you can't see yourself digging into that and going, yep, I'm in, this isn't for you. I hope that makes it clear. This isn't me trying to badmouth people. It's me setting an expectation that if you cannot dedicate yourself, then in the time, the effort, and understanding that managing your business is a huge deal, then it's not for you. If you can dedicate yourself to those, you are absolutely going to smash this course. So I hope you understand. I'm not bad-mouthing people, trying to save people money if they can't dedicate themselves to it. And I'm trying to make sure the people who can grow their businesses massively. So what happens next? Look, now you have a basic idea of what you need to do and why it's important in 2025. You're up against new, determined studio owners every single day. There are more people who are business owners coming into this industry every single day, and the industry is getting more and more business savvy and business professional. You need to compete. So if you want my help building your growth engine and turning your business around, I'm right here. What you need to do is, one, join the waitlist. You have the opportunity below to join our waitlist, and you get access to a short onboarding. Once we do that, we'll let you know when our spots open. We only open 1 to 2 spots a month. At the moment, I'm working with so many good people. The results that we're getting are great. I do not have the ability to open 10, 15, 20 spots a month. So if you're interested and you want to take advantage of one of those spots, you're going to go into the join the waitlist below. One of the reasons for you trying to get in as soon as we possibly can, with each cohort that I bring in, the prices are rising. Now, I'm running this at a very, very good quality price at the moment that you will win back. You get the price back in one booking. That easy. The price of this course is less than half a day's tattooing a month. So you will make this back 20-fold, 30-fold if you use the growth engine properly. So if you get in now, you're getting in at what we call an early bird price. If you wait 6 months, the price is going to be vastly different. There are a lot of people trying to get on the course, allocating positions only to the people I think are going to be involved and who I think are going to do a really good job. So now's the time for you to take advantage of that. If you do want to take advantage and you are interested in data, or click the button below and register your interest, and we'll get back to you as soon as we possibly can. Final word on this, guys, I'll say it again. The old way of running a tattoo industry business is dead. The industry is growing, it is evolving, it is becoming more business savvy every single day. You cannot rely on social media. You've probably had that proven to you over the last few years, so you need to create your own engine. This is how real tattoo businesses are growing in 2025, and not doing this is how tattoo businesses with extremely talented artists are failing in 2025. So let's grow your growth engine. Let's get your business firing on all cylinders. I've been doing this for a long time now, and I know I can do it with you. I look forward to working with you. So click the button below, DM data, and let's see if we can get you in on the next call.